Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here to have the opportunity to offer this high educational training program to you. But before we dive into this unique 7-step life-changing system, let's first identify and acknowledge the need for change and improvement in your life. You have realized that you deserve more in life, and you want it now. You're at a point in your life where you need a change. You're just sick and tired of whatever the situation may be. So you agree, in order to resolve the situation or the issue you're having, you must learn to understand the situation, right? In life, our minds and our attitude controls everything we do. How we feel, how we act, our habits, etc. Your thoughts will control your emotions will control your actions, and your actions will control your life results. We hear it all the time. Just stop smoking, or stop eating bad food, or just walk away from that bad relationship, or just quit that dead-end job, or why can't I earn more money in my life? People want to make a change for the better. I see it every day, but no one has shown the people how to make that change until now. Here at Zev University, we realize that the subconscious mind is where all the action is. Our training programs deal directly with improving your subconscious mind over a period of time. In return, these changes will redirect your thinking, your actions, your daily habits. The end results will be a better you, living and experiencing the life you desire. Are you excited? I know I am. Let's go ahead and get started. And remember, change your paradigm, change your life. See you at the first step. Hello, how's everyone doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this great big world of ours. Welcome to Zev University. We are a self-help personal development online training firm, and we specialize in giving you the information you need to learn more about the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind controls all your daily actions. And today's topic is about world-class sales training. And this is dear to my heart because I started out as a sales professional when I was about the age of 17, 18 years old, working for a company called Tom McCann Shoes. So if anyone from the New York, New Jersey area, you've probably heard of that name before, Tom McCann Shoes. Well, I started out as a salesman working there and making whatever it was minimum wage, but also earning commission. I was very excited about it because it gave me the opportunity to interact with people and learn the different personalities and just get to see the different spectrum of different personalities and people that are out there. And I enjoyed talking to people. It was fun. It was exciting. You earned good living and you had fun doing it. So today's topic is about world-class sales training, and we're going to go right into it and show you that no matter where you're at in your sales career, you can always enhance your ability to communicate and learn new things. The worst thing that any sales professional can possibly do, because they're on a good run, think they know it all. And once you think you know it all, you're going to wind up losing it all. So the goal here today is to give you as many tips as we possibly can to help you improve your career, close more deals, but most importantly, improve your relationship with your customers and create more satisfied customers. I still have today customers that call me from 15, 20 years ago just to touch base with me, see how things are going, because not only did I sell them a product or service, but I built personal relationships with them. And that's just what this is all about. And we came up with a 7-step system over the last 25 years that has helped tens of thousands of sales professionals here in North America improve their income, improve their business relationship skills, improve their communication skills, and overall improve their life. So I'm going to go right into this webinar. Again, welcome to Zev University. And our motto here is come run with us. We are the Wolf Pack, and we're going to tell you everything we possibly can today to help you improve your closing skills, your relationship skills, your rapport building skills, because that's what it's all about in the new economy that we're working in today. So we're going to go right into this webinar and go ahead and get you guys started. I see you on the other side. So who should be on this webinar with us today? If you are a sales professional, if you're in sales management, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, if any part of your income, your salary is based on negotiation, speaking, presenting your products and services to people, persuading your customers, closing deals, or overcoming any quotas, any KPIs, then you should be on this webinar, because this is truly about improving your income, improving your abilities, and improving your skills, your communication skills, so you can create the lifestyle and the life that you want, so you can become a better person in your profession. So if you are a sales executive, a sales manager, an entrepreneur, a business owner, if you're in management, if you are a lawyer, a doctor, any profession where you are communicating with the general public or with your customers or your clients, and that communication is going back and forth, and you need to persuade them, or be able to get your ideas about your products and service over to your customers, then you should be on this webinar, because this webinar is really about communication. Even though it says sales training, but this is really truly about improving your communication skills. So if you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, a salesperson, a sales manager, a VP, a CEO, a director, you should be on this webinar, because we're going to give you some tips to improve your communication, so you can go out and close more deals, earn more money, and create the lifestyle that you want. So what exactly does training mean? Well, training is the process of increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee for doing a particular job. It seeks to improve their job performance, their work behavior of those trained, also to increase profits, customer satisfaction, and employees' personal employee development. That is very important. When you train one of your employees, or you're training yourself, you want to not only train for your career, but also enhance that individual. You want to take them to the next level. And every training program should take your employees to the next level. And that's what we teach you here at Zeb University. We work as a team here. We train our people, we train our clients, and we teach them how to enhance themselves, how to become a better individual overall. So the process of increasing the knowledge and skills of your employee doing a particular job is very important. It seeks to improve the job performance and work behavior of those trained. Also, to increase profits, customer satisfaction, which is very important in today's economy, and personal development of your employees. That's the true meaning of what training is truly all about, and that's what we do here at Zeb University. Now, my job as a trainer is, I have certain responsibilities to give you. I'm giving you as much as I possibly can, and I want to give you my all on this webinar. So my job is to educate the listener on how Zeb University looks at, or our philosophy of what makes up the sales process, and how to master the sales process based on our perspective. And that's what it's really about. So, but there's an old saying that I've heard, I don't know who made this saying or where it comes from, but it says that there is more than one way to skin a cat. Now, I'm not saying go out and skin a cat, please. Don't even say that Zeb University go out and skin cats. But that's an old saying. What it really means is that there's more than one route that you can take to close a deal. Just that we have a philosophy and understanding on how we like to teach our clients on how to close a deal, because over the 25 years we came up with a scientifically proven method that actually works, and this is based on scientific information. We're not just sort of winging it and putting something together for you. We realize that people are people, and people buy from who they like and trust, and I'll get into that in a moment. But people will buy from you whether you know the product or services that you're offering, or they might know more information about you, about that product or service that you're offering, but you're still able to build that strong rapport and that likability. And that's truly, 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 truly what it's all about. And we're going to show you what we're talking about here at Zeb University. So every now and then, someone who asks us, "What is Zeb? What does that really mean?" Well, Zeb means wolf, and that's the reason why our logo has a wolf inside of it. See, we studied animals, and we realized that a wolf pack hunts together, work together, and they also very loyal to each other. And that's how a sales team should be. They should work together and hunt together. So to give you an idea, the company started back in 1998, and at that time it was called Coach 37 SEI, which stands for the Sales Enhancement Institute. And we started out as a sales training firm based in the New York area, and we focused on NLP and Q and EQ, which is neurolinguistic programming, and emotional intelligence. And we realized that over the years that not everyone is really made out to be a professional salesperson, even though people do try, but you have to be mentally tough. And we came up with our 7 step program to really focus on the human side of the sales process. And that's where the mental toughness comes in when you're a sales professional. Because remember, you hear no so many times. And if you're not mentally tough and if you don't have thick skin, after a while, those no's are going to start getting to you. You're going to take it personally. And the top producers realize that mental toughness is where it's all about. So we put together a 7 step program that can help you enhance your mental toughness so you can go out there and become a top producer, whether the economy is good or bad. The economy is good for you because you are mentally tough. You are prepared for the war. And by the way, the sales team in any department are the warriors, the wolves that's out there hunting every day, bringing in that bacon, bringing in that meat, bringing in those deals to keep the whole operation going. That's why the salespeople are so important in any organization. And a lot of salespeople go on to be a VP of sales or even a CEO of different companies because they have that hunter mentality. They have that mental toughness over the years that they develop, that mental toughness. And that's something that we teach here. It's called NLP, EQ, mental toughness, the human side of the sales process. So we're going to jump right into that and show you exactly what we mean about the human side of the sales process. So come run with us. And before we get started, I'm going to give you a little information about Zev University itself and give you a partial list of some of the clients that we have helped over the years. We've helped tens of thousands of individual sales professionals go from making 60,000 to 300, 400, even more per year in income. We've helped Keller Williams, we've helped BMW, Burger King, Century 21. As you see, there's a list. I'm quite sure you're familiar with some of these names here on this partial list of satisfied customers that still come back to us today because our training is the type of training that you just can't step away from because we teach something that is scientifically proven to enhance your sales team or you as a salesperson, your ability to close more deals. And like I said earlier, it's all truly about mental toughness. So this is a partial list of some of our very satisfied clients and customers over the years. Now, I also want to give you some information about who I am, C.W. Zev. I graduated from Upsala College in New Jersey, earned a BA in marketing. The first company I actually started was called Stokes Bread Distributors, and I started with $500, believe it or not, and I was going around to companies. If you're in the Newark, New Jersey area, you know of Pector's and Calandra's and a few other bakeries, the Farina Brothers back in those days, and we would go there and purchase their baked products below wholesale price and then deliver them to the local bodegas and restaurants. And we go out to South Orange, New Jersey and get bagels from Sunny and pick up bagels and drop them off to a store over in Newark or Irvington or Lyndhurst. And believe it or not, we start out about 3:30 in the morning and we work until about 10 o'clock in the morning and we finish for the day. And this was back in 1990s, 1990, 86, somewhere in that time, and was making a really, really good living doing it. Making about 12, $1,500 a day back in 1986, 87. And that's a pretty decent living. And that's how I started into sales and really getting an idea what was going on and route business. And eventually I sold that for 45,000 and I got into the Snapple and Mystic business and that's when I really learned about dealing with corporate America, companies like Woolworths, if you guys remember Woolworths, and Caldors and a few others, and having our products on the shelves next to Poland Springs and Deer Park. And became a distributor of Snapple and Mystic beverages. And then from there, I started out and I got involved in the bottled water business and with a company that I created called Virgin Springs. And I was actually the first African American bottled owned water company in the Northeast. And we start to really, things start to really get really big and growing. And we wind up with a contract for $3 million in the 1996 Olympics down in Atlanta. And that was very, very, very pleasing for us. A lot of experience, a ton of paperwork. You get to see the back end, what corporate America does with all the contracts and bidding and things of that nature. Wind up selling the company to Culligan, and from there I started out with Coach 37 and SEI, and that's when it became the sales training. And by that time, word was getting around that this young guy out there has a lot of negotiation skills, and I was just going off of my energy. Nothing special, nothing that I learned in the books, just strictly energy and excitement and passion, being able to close deals with different people. And that's when Poland Springs hired me as a director of sales with one of their largest distributors, servicing over 100,000 customers with doing roughly about $75 million a year in revenue. And I was able to enhance their revenue up to about 300%. And then from there, I got bit by the entrepreneur bug again back in 2002 and started out with another bottled water company called Blue Mountain Spring Water. And we ran with that for a few years and wound up selling that to an investment firm and started out from there with another company called Federal Surveillance Systems, which is a loss prevention service company. It's still around here in the northern New Jersey, New York area that offers security cameras, alarms, and things of that nature. And now we have Zeb University. So we started out with Coach 37, SEI, and over the years I've always did the sales training and was on a contract with different companies to come in and do some speaking and some training and just evolved to where we are today to this online self-help personal development training firm that specializes in executive training and mindset training and mental toughness. And we focus on personal development and positive mindset and mental toughness, dealing with the subconscious mind and how to change your daily habits to become a more effective person. And that's where we're at today. So I'm excited. It's been a long run. It's been a lot of fun. And hey, I'm still pumped up every morning. Get up, go to the gym every morning, get out there and do my thing. And I'm telling you, I have no desire at all to retire anytime soon. I mean, I'm on a run, and in fact, I have more energy today than I did when I was in my 30s and 40s. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. Listen, we're gonna go right into this webinar. I just want to give you some more information about who I am and the company itself, Zeb University, and how we started out as Coach 37 SEI, and how we evolved to where we are today, which is a high performance mindset training firm for sales executives and business executives. Okay, so selling is a profession and not a job, and I want to emphasize that. A lot of people go into the sales profession and they think that it's a job, but it really isn't. I mean, it's there's not many opportunities out there where a person can go from zero to making X amount of dollars without without a college degree. And we're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But selling is a profession and not a job. I remember seeing a comedy where the actor said, "Hey, I'm a salesperson," and this was a quote in a famous comedy movie. And but being a sales professional is really no laughing matter. I mean, but most sales professionals really don't realize that until 3 to 4 years into the profession. And as a sales professional, you have the opportunity to create your very own source of income and lifestyle, other than most professions. I mean, where can you possibly go without a college degree and earn crazy money? When I say crazy money, I'm saying I've seen college graduates start out at a job working behind a cubicle making 40, $50,000 a year, and they go into sales. We teach them how to become a professional communicator, and they go into sales and they wind up making a ton of money. I mean, 10 times, they 10x. Like Grant Cardone says, 10x your income. I've seen people 10x their income as a sales professional if they follow our 7-step program, and see them go from making 40,000 to $400,000 a year over a 5-year period. And there's no corporate jobs going to give you that opportunity to do that unless you're in sales. I don't care if you're in IT, marketing, accounting. Typically, there's a cap on what you're going to make. But as a sales professional, you can go out there and create the income and a lifestyle that you want if you're willing to put in the hard work. So selling is a profession that almost anyone from any walk of life can go in, find a college degree, any special license, and make a very respectable living. And like I said earlier, I've seen people go from making 40,000 to 400,000. Now, our average student earn anywhere from 83,000, which is a good income, up to 400 plus thousand per year. But like any other training, just keep in mind, we can't make any guarantees, and the results will vary based on the individual, based on your work performance, your effort, the years you might have been in sales, your mindset, your drive, your personal goals, the industry you might be working on or working in, and your work performance. It's up to you. So that's why mental toughness is so important. We teach you how to not only become mentally tough, but have that drive, that ambition, that hunger to go out and hunt like a wolf. That's what we teach you here at Zev University. And we're going to go right into it very shortly. Now let's talk about the sales process itself. It's basically is a set of important steps that your sales team or you as a sales professional can follow to complete the sales cycle. Now, there's a sales cycle and there's also a buy cycle. A lot of times when you're out there talking to customers or you're prospecting, you have a great offer, but it's just not the right time for them at that moment. So you want to find the customers that have that buy cycle that matches your sales cycle because as salespeople, we're looking to close a deal every single day, right? We want to make money every single day. We really want to hear about 6 months from now, 4 months from now, 90 days from now. You want to get paid today. And that's what we teach you here at Zeb University, how to hunt like a wolf. But if you follow this process, your sales reps can take the prospect from the stages of being aware or unaware of their needs to paying you for your offerings that's going to meet their needs and solve a problem that they might be having. And that's a key factor. Might have a great product or service, but if that person that or that company that you're in front of don't have a problem for your services that you're offering, there's not going to be a sale made. So we have to hunt for those clients, those customers that have the problem that you can solve with your solution. And we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're going into our philosophy, our understanding of what the sales process is and the sales presentation and meeting and how both of these are combined and how we feel what it takes to close business, not only close business, but make satisfied customers. See, no one wants to be sold, but everyone wants to buy. That's another old saying I heard years ago. No one wants to be sold, but everyone wants to be bought. In other words, that when you leave your client and you sold them a product or a service that you're offering, you want them to be happy that they purchased and they're doing business from you. You don't want them to have any regrets. You don't want them to call the next day and say, we changed our mind. We kind of feel like you kind of pushed us or forced us into that situation. That's not what we do here at Zeb University. We teach you one of the most important parts of the sales presentation that there's no other firm out there that's doing what we're doing. And we've come up with a 7 step scientifically proven system that's going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So when you're out there and you're doing your sales presentation and you're meeting with your clients, there's a lot of exchange and the transfer of information. There's data that's being exchanged. You might be talking about the benefits and the features of your products and services, and they're telling you what problems they might have and what they're looking for, the ideas about the product information, the problems that you can solve with your solution, the problems I do have, and all this information is going back and forth between you and the customer, including the pricing and things of that nature, the words that you're using. We teach you everything you need to know to mirror and understand what that customer is talking about and use the same language that they're using so you can build that rapport. And I'll go into that later on in this webinar. And all this information, we mix it all up in a bowl, and there's so much going on. It's like the stock exchange. There's so much information is being transferred back and forth between you and your customer. And most salespeople don't understand or realize how much information is being transferred back and forth. They're focusing on two things only, but there's a third part of this whole sales presentation and process and meeting that's taking place, and that's what we focus on here at Zeb University. So all this information is going back and forth, and before you know it, you walk out and you realize I didn't close that deal, but we're going to give you the tools to show you how to close that deal and to really control the overall sales process. because the bottom line is that whoever controls the process, guess what, will control the outcome of that process. And we're going to show you how you can control the process with our 7-step system. So again, we're talking about the sales process and the sales presentation itself, and whoever controls the presentation throughout will basically control the outcome of the opportunity that's in front of you, and that's really what it's all about. And someone's going to make a sale to close out this meeting. Either you're going to sell them on your products and services and the benefits and how it can solve the problems that they're having, or the customer is going to sell you on that they don't need your products and services. Somebody's going to make a sale. Someone's going to close the deal. And since you are the sales professional, you've been trained, you're motivated, you're ready to go, you are the person that's supposed to close that deal. Don't let the customer close the deal on you and have you walk out thinking that they don't need your products and services when you know that they need your products and services. So you have to learn how to control the process itself and the presentation, and we show you how to do that because there's certain opportunities that come around, and they come around once in a lifetime. Now, not we all know when you're out there selling, not every opportunity is equal. There's some opportunities that are better than others that can lead to other opportunities. But as a sales professional, you want to equip yourself with as many tools that you possibly can so you don't let those opportunities slip through the crack. And how do you do that? Like by not only learning about your products and services and your price structure, but there's something else involved in this whole process that we call presentation skills and the sales process. There's something else involved, and we're going to show you what that's all about. So you have to be able to overcome all the obstacles, all the rejections to have a favorable outcome, not only for yourself monetarily wise, but also for your customers, because you truly believe that your product is going to solve whatever problem that they might be having. You have the solution to whatever situation that they might be having, whatever stress that problem is bringing them as far as stress and maybe their bottom line, whatever the situation might be. You have the solution to it, and you have to believe that. So you have to, in other words, you have to control the entire sales process and the presentation and take control of the opportunity so you can have a favorable outcome not only for yourself but for your customer or your client, so you can do business with them not only today but in the future and down the road. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So what we have learned over the last 25 years in this space, training executives throughout the country, we've learned that about 80% of all sales representatives out there focus on two parts of the entire sales process, two main ingredients, or that's what they've been trained to believe, that there's only two main ingredients when it comes down to doing a presentation and trying to close a deal. And those two main ingredients are what they've been trained on, and one of them is actually the product itself, whatever the product or service that they're offering to the general public or to their clients, and they focus on the features and the benefits and the colors and the design and the makeup of the product itself. And we realize that that only counts for about 10% of the entire sales process. And that's what they push. They compare their products to their competition. They compare their products to the current supplier that that customer might have, and they say that their product is better, and it could be, depending on what it is that you're offering. If you're in the pharmaceutical industry, maybe you have a patent on a drug, and then there's no competition. But or you could be in selling technology. But if you're selling the average mom and pop, or maybe mid-level management, or you're selling some high-end tickets or low ticket item, depending on what it is that you're selling, that you can really push your product itself. Maybe you have a unique feature and a patent on something that's in your product that no one else has. So now you have that advantage that you can really push the product. And the other part that they also push is pricing. Everyone's concerned about pricing these days. And a lot of sales executives, they go out and they just push pricing. They're willing to lower their price as soon as they go into the presentation, leaving a ton of money, a ton of commission and earnings on the table just by lowering their price. And they really focus on these two items. Or maybe your price could be a little higher than your competition because you might have a superior product, or your product has been around longer. So the rep of that product, the history of that product is a lot more receptive to the general public, or maybe you have a new product and you have to sort of push your pricing because you have a new product and you want to try to get into the market, get your nice market share. And these are the two parts of the entire presentation that most sales executives focus on because that's what they've been trained on. They really don't understand what true selling is all about, and selling is about communication. And we realized over the years that since these two parts of the sales presentation only accounts for roughly 20% of the entire sales presentation, there's 80% of that sales presentation that's out there that no one is really taking control of. So if you are an sales executive or you're a sales manager or owner of a business, wouldn't it benefit you and your sales team to focus on that 80% of the sales process that no one is really focusing on? Wouldn't that benefit you? I mean, when you think about it, whoever controls the process controls the outcome. So if you're controlling 80% of 100% product, your closing ratio and the chances of you doing business with that customer will be a lot greater than if you're just controlling the price, which is 10%, or the price or the product itself, which is 10%, or maybe you have a superior product and a great price, so now you're controlling roughly about 20% of the entire sales process. But we realize that since we're dealing with human beings, and human beings are emotional creatures, and we normally make our decisions based off our emotions, and then we use logic to justify our decision, and that's across the board. Doesn't matter what it is that you're selling. I mean, you have to get that customer emotionally attached to your products and services in order for them to do business with you. You want to have that rapport building skills, and you want to have the rapport built with them. I've been in situations where I walk into a client that knows me personally, and they're going to buy from me because they had that emotional attachment to me. Maybe my product might be a little higher in pricing, but they know me personally. So that's that emotional attachment that most sales executives don't really know how to build over that presentation. And we realize that ZEV communication skills, our nonverbal communication skills, control about 80% of all sales presentations when you're out there. Because remember, as human beings, we communicate with about 7% of the spoken word is our communication. The rest of it is nonverbal communication. And that's what we focus on here at ZEV University. And we realize that if you're able to control 80% of the presentation because of our communication training that we give you, our nonverbal communication training, wouldn't it make sense to do that? Because now you're controlling 80% of the entire presentation, and plus you might be controlling another 10% of the price or 10% on the product. Now you're controlling a total of 90% of that entire sales presentation, which means you have a greater chance of closing that deal, earning more money, because the pricing is going to be higher, because you're building a rapport with that customer, you're building that rep with that customer. They buying from you because they like and trust you. Now you're becoming more of an advocate and a friend compared to a salesperson. And this is what we teach here at ZEV University: how to improve your nonverbal communication skills. That's going to just help you earn more money, become a better professional, and just help you build stronger, lasting relationships while you're out there talking to your customers. So our training program here at ZEV University is called the 90-10 Rule of Selling. And we named it that because we believe that if you control 90% of the sales process in your presentations, you're going to rule the sell. You're going to be ruling the sell. And that's why we call it the 90-10 Rule of Selling. The 10%, you might not be able to control 100% of the sales process. Of course, that's almost impossible unless the client is what we call a lay down, and he just pretty much let you do whatever you want. You already built that trust and rapport with them over the years. So you walk back into a business, or they call you up and say, hey, Tom, John, we need this product, no problem. And they trust you because you've built that relationship with them over a period of time. And they trust your word. They trust that you're going to be fair and honest with them when it comes down to pricing. But here we named our program the 90-10 Rule of Selling for that particular reason. So again, we teach you nonverbal communication skills that is transmitted through messages such as your signature on a nonverbal platform, such as eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, posture, the objects that you might be using, your body language. All this is included in social cues, the distance in which you sit in a meeting. When you lean forward, you lean back, shaking a man's hand compared to a woman's hand, when you should tilt your head to the right or the left, depending on who you're talking to, where you should position yourself within that meeting, your voice tone, how fast you speak. Do you speak loud? Do you speak soft? Do you speak aggressive? All these body cues and all this nonverbal communication is all part of selling. And if you once you learn these skills, you realize that there's little things that you do in a sales presentation can either make or break a sale. Maybe you have a great product, maybe you have great pricing, but you was dealing with a lady and you shook her hand too hard, and guess what? Now she feels like you're trying to be over aggressive, and she's not going to buy from you for that particular reason, and you're trying to realize why she's not buying from you. It's because of something that you did within that sales presentation. So we teach you to be self-aware of your body language, the tone that you use, how fast you speak. You want to be able to mimic the client that's in front of you. And there's an old saying: you have two ears and one mouth, so you want to listen at twice as much as you speak. All these tips and secrets of communication that we give you to help you and close more deals, to be more productive, to be more successful out there when you're out there selling. And this is what our training is all about. The 90-10 rule of selling is basically nonverbal communication skills, a lot to do with voice tone, listening skills. I've been in situations training a newbie in sales, and they just feel like they could just talk, 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 and that's the wrong thing to do. If you ask the right questions at the right time, the customer is going to guide you right down the road as to what to say and tell you. They're going to tell you the solution, what they're looking for. All you got to do is provide it in front of them and close the deal. And we teach you how to do that here at Zeb University. So the goal is to control up to 90% of your next sales presentation. And with our training over a 90-day period, we teach you how to control that high 90% of your next sales presentation. And like I said earlier, whoever controls the process will control the outcome. So our training program, the 90-10 rule of selling, is based basically on three different levels. We have a level one, a level two, and a level three, depending on where you're at in your sales career. If you have 0 to 2 years experience, we recommend that you go into our level one program. That's going to give you the basics, preparing mentally before each presentation, how to maintain a positive attitude in bad times, how to read not only your audience emotions and body language, but also your body language and your emotions, how to control your emotions when the client is saying something that you really don't agree with. You don't want to have that facial expression showing them that you disagree with them, because that can turn them off. All these little facial cues and body language that we teach you help you to close more business. And this is basically for, as you see here, there's a list of everything that comes in our training in level one. This is for the sales professional that's looking to earn anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000 a year in business. So we recommend this level one for someone that's just starting out in sales, and they're just trying to get their feet wet. They're trying to get the basics going. They're trying to get their communication skills and their self-confidence up. So this is the training that we give you for your newbies, as they call them, someone that's green, that just got into selling, and look at it as a profession and not a job. And if you do that, if you look at selling as a profession, not a job, you'll wind up being a student of the trade, and you'll be able to grow within your organization and others, and move up the ladder, as they say in corporate America. And then we have our level two program within our 90-10 rule of selling. And this is designed for sales executives with 2 to 4 years of sales experience. It includes everything in level one, but also includes the basics when it comes down to NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, a form of mental training, mental toughness. There's a lot of emotional intelligence in that. We also give you a designed sales plan based on your numbers, based on your quotas, based on the industry you're in, based on your experience. All this information is in level two, and we also going to include our 90-10 rule of selling, which is a very unique package that we give you to show you exactly what the 90-10 rule of selling is all about. And then we go into our advanced communication training, and you get to learn more about mental toughness and how to be focused and how to control your mental energy and your physical energy while you're in the presentation. And this is for the sales executives, again, that has 2 to 4 years experience, that's looking to earn anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 in annual income. Now, this is our level three, our 90-10 rule of selling level three. This is for the experienced salesperson sales executive that's been out there for about 4 to 5 years or more, and they're at that point where they're making money. They made some pretty good money. They made six figures, and they're just trying to figure out what they need to take them to that next level, because maybe there's someone within their organization that's maybe making twice as much as they're making selling the same product, and you're trying to figure out what can I do personally to enhance my sales experience or my sales skills so I can earn that money, because the market is out there. The market is there for me to earn more money, but I'm just not earning more money. And this is where our level three come in. And this will include everything in level one, two, plus what we do in level three, which is our advanced NLP, neuro linguistic programming, mental training, toughness, a custom designed sales plan. Plus, we go deep into our 90-10 rule of selling, our advanced nonverbal communication training skills, and our advanced goal setting training skills. And this is for the person that's looking to earn $150,000 or more per year on a consistent basis. This is for the person that's really a go-getter, that's been in the organization, has been in sales for some time, and they know that they deserve more. They know they could do more. They're just trying to figure out what's holding them back, and we come in and help them to get to that next level, that 150, that 200, $300,000, or even $400,000 a year in income as a sales professional. So there you go, folks. Those are our three levels of our selling, our 90-10 rule of selling, which is focusing on nonverbal communication, how to build that rapport with your customer in less time, and how to maximize every opportunity that's in front of you. So I know that you're excited about one of these levels and you want to get started as soon as possible. So we're going to go right into that part of the presentation, our webinar, to show you exactly what you need to do to take the first action to get to that next level. So you can act now. You should be able to click on act now. That'll take you to our online calendar, so you can schedule a time for one of our advisors to talk to you and start putting you on the road to earning more money, becoming a more successful sales professional within your organization. Or you can call us toll free at 1-888-226-5051, extension 701, and just ask for whoever picks up. One of our representatives will be there to answer any questions, to put you on the calendar and get that free strategy call together for you and get you on your way to either level one, two, or three, so you can start making the money that you really want to make, feel good about yourself, be more professional, start closing more business, improve your closing ratio, and just give yourself more money, which allows you to have more freedom and more time. And that's one of the reasons why the majority of the people go into the sales career, because where else can you go and start off making 100,000 or 200 or $300,000 per year in income without being a lawyer or a doctor or engineer? I mean, where can you go? Someone that's walking off the street, if they're serious about learning how to sell, how to be a professional, we have the tools to do it. Where else can you go to earn that kind of money? So you can click on Act Now to go straight to our online calendar, or you can call us toll free in the office at 1-888-226-5051, extension 701. Again, you have to take the first step. If you're serious about being a true professional and earning a great income as a sales professional, then we suggest that you give us a call, schedule your free call. Call us at toll free 1-888-226-5051, extension 701. And again, my name is CW Zev. I'd like to thank you for your time and space. We are excited that you got on this webinar. We're excited that you'll be in contact with us soon. You can also look us up on the web at zevuniversity.com, or you can give us a call toll free in the office at 1-888-226-5051. Again, I'd like to thank you for your time. And here at Zev University, we truly believe that you too should have it all in life. You guys take care. It's been a pleasure. See you next time.